Are you unknowingly sabotaging your joints with the foods you eat every day? If you're struggling with joint pain, pay attention to what I'm about to share. Many people don't realize that their daily eating habits could be making arthritis worse and accelerating the wear and tear on their joints. The truth is, certain foods can trigger inflammation in your body, amplifying the pain and making it harder to live a normal life. Even worse, some of these foods seem innocent, but they're secretly hurting your health and hindering your body's ability to recover. Could one of these foods be making your pain worse without you even knowing it? In this video, I'll walk you through the 10 worst foods for arthritis sufferers. And more importantly, I'll show you how to naturally relieve your symptoms without relying on heavy medications or expensive treatments. Stick around until the end to discover how simple dietary changes can be your best medicine, helping you reduce pain, regain mobility, and enjoy a better quality of life. So let's get started. Number 10, fried and fast foods. If you're dealing with arthritis or aiming to prevent it, cutting out fried and fast foods is essential. These foods are packed with trans fats and processed oils that fuel inflammation in the body. Since inflammation is a major driver of arthritis, eating these foods regularly can make pain and stiffness worse. What's more, when fried foods are cooked at high heat, they produce harmful compounds that can further damage joints over time. You might not feel it immediately, but over the long run, it can seriously affect your mobility and comfort. One major concern is acrylamide, a chemical formed when starchy items like fries and chips are fried. This compound is known to worsen joint inflammation and is linked to a higher risk of chronic inflammatory conditions. Eating fried foods often also increases levels of inflammatory cytokines, proteins that worsen joint swelling and pain. If simple tasks are becoming harder due to joint pain, scaling back on fried foods can help ease your symptoms. Making smarter choices in your diet can lead to noticeable improvements in the long term. Many fast food options also contain a harmful mix of unhealthy fats, sugar, and artificial additives, creating the perfect storm for chronic inflammation. Common picks like burgers, chicken nuggets, fries, and other breaded items are typically made using reused cooking oils, which oxidize and release harmful free radicals, compounds that worsen cell damage and joint pain. The more of these foods you consume, the more toxins build up in your system, making it even harder for your body to fight off inflammation naturally. Choosing whole, minimally processed foods instead is a crucial step in managing arthritis. Fast food also tends to be loaded with sodium and preservatives. High sodium levels can dehydrate joint cartilage, leading to more friction between bones and greater pain when moving. This can also make joints stiffer and everyday tasks more uncomfortable. Additionally, many processed items contain MSG, an additive that may heighten the body's inflammatory reaction. If your arthritis flares up after eating takeout or deep-fried meals, your body could be reacting to these irritants. Switching to healthier cooking methods like baking, grilling, or steaming, and using oils like olive oil instead of refined ones can help reduce inflammation and support joint health. Number 9. Refined sugars. Refined sugar is a major contributor to inflammation and can significantly worsen the symptoms of arthritis. Foods like pastries, soft drinks, candies, and sweetened snacks rapidly raise blood sugar levels, triggering the release of pro-inflammatory chemicals. This surge creates a harmful cycle that increases swelling and speeds up the breakdown of joint cartilage. Another issue is the production of AGEs, advanced glycation end products, which are formed in the body when excess sugar is present and are linked to increased joint stiffness. The more sugar you eat, the more it fuels inflammation that limits your mobility. Sodas are particularly harmful, as they not only contain high amounts of sugar, but also artificial additives like phosphoric acid, which further harm bones and increase inflammatory markers. Even sugar-free sodas aren't safe, as artificial sweeteners can also provoke inflammation. Baked goods and processed treats often contain high fructose corn syrup, which burdens the liver and worsens chronic inflammation. Research confirms that people who consume large amounts of sugar often report more intense joint pain and swelling than those who limit it. You may not even notice how your sweet tooth is feeding your discomfort. A lesser-known effect of refined sugar is its negative impact on gut health. It disrupts the balance of good bacteria in the gut, which plays a key role in immune regulation and inflammation control. When the gut is unbalanced, it increases systemic inflammation, aggravating arthritis symptoms and weakening your immune defenses. On top of that, high sugar foods, which are also high in simple carbs, cause energy crashes that leave the body more susceptible to pain and fatigue. If you feel drained all the time, sugar may be partly to blame. Reducing sugar doesn't mean eliminating all sweetness. Opt for natural alternatives like fruits, which provide nutrients along with flavor. Natural sweeteners like stevia, erythritol, or small amounts of honey can help satisfy your sweet cravings without the inflammatory effects. Including more fiber and protein in your meals can also stabilize your blood sugar levels, minimizing inflammation and boosting energy. These small changes can make a big difference in managing arthritis. Avoiding highly processed sweets and soft drinks is one of the most important steps you can take toward less joint pain and a healthier life. Try replacing sugary snacks with fresh fruits and a handful of nuts. These options are rich in antioxidants and healthy fats that actually help fight inflammation. The more balanced your diet, the better your joints will feel. Always remember, your daily food choices can either promote healing or fuel pain. Choose to support your health from the inside you, undefined. Number 8. Bread and pasta made with white flour. White bread and pasta made with refined flour are among the top contributors to inflammation that worsens arthritis. These processed carbohydrates are digested rapidly, causing blood sugar to spike in a way that mimics the effect of eating sugary foods. This sudden glucose increase leads the body to release inflammatory cytokines, molecules that aggravate joint pain and increase stiffness. For those dealing with arthritis, consuming white flour-based products like bread, pasta, or cookies could be quietly intensifying the problem. The good news is that this type of inflammation is largely preventable through better dietary choices. A major issue with refined white flour is that it lacks fiber, a nutrient that plays a vital role in gut health and in controlling inflammatory responses. Whole grains, on the other hand, slow digestion and stabilize blood sugar levels, which helps minimize joint inflammation. Relying on white flour not only deprives the body of valuable nutrients, but also triggers more discomfort and a higher risk of joint complications over time. Making a simple switch to whole grains could significantly reduce these symptoms. Additionally, refined flour is known to promote fluid retention, which can make joints feel swollen and less flexible. Many people with arthritis find their symptoms worsening after meals that include processed carbohydrates. This is because rapid sugar spikes signal the body to release more insulin, leading to higher sodium and water retention, conditions that intensify inflammation. Over time, this can create a chronic cycle of pain and limited movement. Thankfully, there are plenty of nutritious alternatives to refined flour that taste just as good. Opting for whole grain pasta and bread, along with foods like quinoa, sweet potatoes, or oats, can keep you energized while reducing inflammation. Pairing these choices with healthy fats and proteins helps stabilize blood sugar levels and protect joint health. You don't have to make drastic changes all at once. Even small swaps in your daily meals can lead to noticeable improvements. Many people experience reduced swelling and increased mobility shortly after cutting back on white flour. This simple change allows the body to focus on healing rather than constantly fighting inflammation. When your diet supports your joints instead of stressing them, you give your body the tools it needs to recover, move more freely, and feel better overall. Number 7. Red and processed meats. Consuming red and processed meats can significantly increase inflammation and worsen arthritis discomfort. These foods are loaded with saturated fats and various additives that promote inflammatory responses throughout the body. Meats like bacon, sausages, and salami often contain nitrites and nitrates, preservatives known to trigger chronic inflammation and speed up joint deterioration. If you're eating these regularly, they could be silently intensifying your arthritis symptoms. Research has found a direct link between high red meat intake and elevated levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, an inflammation marker tied to the severity of joint pain and arthritis progression. Additionally, when red meat is digested, it leads to the formation of free radicals, unstable molecules that cause oxidative stress and contribute to tissue damage. These effects not only fuel inflammation, but may also accelerate the degeneration of joints over time. To better manage arthritis, it's smart to limit red and processed meats and choose cleaner protein options. Another concern is the high level of heme iron in red meats. While iron is necessary for bodily functions, the kind found in red meat can build up excessively and worsen oxidative stress. In people with arthritis, this can mean faster cartilage breakdown and intensified joint pain. By cutting back on red meat, you may notice less inflammation and greater ease of movement. Even more concerning are the advanced glycation end products, AGEs, present in processed meats. These compounds form during high-heat cooking methods, such as grilling, broiling, or frying, and are known to raise inflammation throughout the body. If you often feel morning joint stiffness or pain during daily activities, AGEs could be playing a part. Choosing anti-inflammatory alternatives can help protect your joints and ease symptoms. You don't have to give up all meat, just shift to healthier sources. Swap out red meats for anti-inflammatory proteins like omega-3 rich fish, skinless poultry, eggs, or legumes. Omega-3s are especially helpful for arthritis sufferers due to their ability to naturally lower inflammation. Incorporating plant-based proteins like lentils, beans, or tofu can also provide valuable nutrients while reducing inflammatory stress. Another helpful approach is to be mindful of how your meals are cooked. Rather than using high-heat methods, try steaming, poaching, or slow cooking to avoid the formation of harmful compounds. If you still choose to eat meat, opt for fresh, minimally processed cuts and reduce your intake of deli or cured meats. The fewer chemicals and additives your body has to deal with, the better it can manage inflammation and support joint health over time. Number 6. Full-fat dairy. Full-fat dairy items like whole milk, cheese, and yogurt may worsen arthritis symptoms due to their potential to trigger inflammation. For many individuals, the proteins found in dairy, especially casein, can provoke immune responses that increase inflammation and intensify joint pain. If your body struggles to digest these proteins properly, it may respond by activating inflammatory pathways, making arthritis symptoms more noticeable. These products are also rich in saturated fats, which further add to the overall inflammatory burden. For someone dealing with arthritis, this can result in more stiffness, pain, and limited mobility. Research indicates that regular dairy consumption may elevate levels of cytokines, which are inflammatory agents linked to arthritis flare-ups. Many people with chronic joint discomfort have experienced relief after cutting back or removing dairy from their diets entirely. In addition, dairy has been associated with increased mucus buildup and gut irritation, factors that interfere with immune function and contribute to systemic inflammation. If you often feel worse after eating dairy, it might be your body signaling an intolerance. Another issue is the presence of synthetic hormones and antibiotic residues in many commercially processed dairy products, which may interfere with immune balance and amplify inflammation. Highly processed items like shelf-stable cheeses or powdered dairy have often been chemically altered, reducing their natural quality and increasing their inflammatory impact. Furthermore, high calcium levels from excessive dairy intake might contribute to calcification around joints, reducing flexibility and leading to more pain. Fortunately, you don't have to sacrifice calcium to reduce inflammation. You can get it from non-inflammatory sources like fortified plant-based milks, leafy greens, chia seeds, or tofu, all of which offer calcium along with beneficial nutrients. Supporting bone strength without increasing joint stress is possible with these natural options. Including foods rich in magnesium and vitamin D can also help your body use calcium more efficiently while reducing inflammatory risk. Making a shift away from full-fat dairy could significantly ease arthritis-related discomfort. If you're unsure whether dairy affects your joints, try avoiding it for a few weeks and see how your body responds. Many individuals report less swelling and stiffness after eliminating it. If you notice a positive change, it may be helpful to continue avoiding full-fat dairy or opt for gentler, casein-free alternatives like almond milk or coconut yogurt. Number 5. Excessive alcohol. Drinking too much alcohol can significantly worsen arthritis symptoms due to its strong inflammatory effects and negative impact on immune function. While certain types of alcohol, such as red wine, may contain antioxidants, the overall effect of excessive alcohol intake is harmful, as it boosts the release of inflammatory chemicals that aggravate joint discomfort. Alcohol also puts a heavy strain on the liver, which plays a critical role in filtering toxins and managing inflammation. When liver function is impaired, the body struggles to control inflammation, leading to more joint swelling and stiffness. Another issue with alcohol is its dehydrating effect. Proper joint function depends on hydration to maintain the cushioning and flexibility between bones. Without enough fluid, joints lose their protection, making them more susceptible to pain and damage. Alcohol also interferes with how the body absorbs nutrients vital for joint and bone health like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D. A lack of these nutrients weakens the joints and bones, potentially speeding up arthritis progression and increasing inflammation. People using medications for arthritis need to be particularly cautious, as alcohol can negatively interact with pain relievers and anti-inflammatory drugs. These interactions may reduce the medication's effectiveness and raise the risk of side effects. Alcohol also impacts how the liver and kidneys work, making it more difficult for the body to eliminate toxins. This leads to a buildup of inflammatory waste that can trigger flare-ups. For those living with arthritis, cutting back on alcohol or eliminating it can lead to noticeable improvements in joint function and overall wellness. The body's response to alcohol can differ, but many people experience reduced pain and stiffness after limiting their intake. Choosing to drink less can support hydration and reduce inflammation, both of which are key to managing arthritis. Replacing alcohol with herbal teas that have anti-inflammatory properties or simply drinking more water is a healthier alternative. If you do choose to have alcohol occasionally, go for low sugar, low additive options like a small glass of dry wine to minimize its impact on inflammation. Number 4. Refined vegetable oils. Common cooking oils like soybean, corn, and canola oil are often overlooked contributors to joint pain and inflammation, especially for those with arthritis. These oils are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids, and while omega-6 is essential in small amounts, the modern diet includes far too much. This overload disrupts the natural balance between omega-3 and omega-6, causing the body to enter a pro-inflammatory state that can worsen joint stiffness, swelling, and pain. Another issue is how these oils are made, exposed to high heat and chemicals that strip nutrients and generate free radicals. These harmful compounds speed up cell damage and contribute to the degeneration of cartilage, making arthritis symptoms worse over time. If you're using these oils daily, especially for frying or in processed meals, you might be unknowingly increasing inflammation. To protect your joints, switch to healthier fats like extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or coconut oil, which are known for their anti-inflammatory and protective effects. One of the biggest concerns with refined oils is their widespread use in fast food and packaged products. These industrial oils are altered to last longer on the shelf, but they're much harder on your body. Regular consumption builds up toxins that slow down the healing process and intensify inflammation. For people already dealing with arthritis flare-ups, removing these oils can lead to real relief. These fats also interfere with circulation, reducing the delivery of nutrients to your joints. Over time, this weakens cartilage and increases the risk of joint damage. Research shows that oxidized fats, which are common in refined oils, may even contribute to autoimmune disorders like rheumatoid arthritis, triggering the immune system to attack healthy tissues. That's why it's important to limit or eliminate refined vegetable oils and replace them with natural anti-inflammatory options. Use olive oil for salads and cooking, avocado oil for high-heat dishes, and coconut oil for baking or sautéing. These not only help fight inflammation, but also give your body beneficial fats and antioxidants to support joint repair. Also, cutting back on processed snacks and fried foods will reduce your overall intake of unhealthy oils. Try it for a couple of weeks and watch how your joints respond. Many people report less pain, better movement, and improved energy. Making this one change can be a powerful step toward reducing inflammation and protecting your joints for the long haul. In short, the more natural and whole your food choices, the better your body can fight arthritis and stay mobile. Number 3, microwave popcorn. While microwave popcorn might seem like an easy go-to snack, it can be surprisingly harmful for individuals dealing with arthritis. This type of popcorn is often made with hydrogenated oils and trans fats, both of which are known to trigger inflammation in the body. These unhealthy fats directly impact joint health, making pain and stiffness worse. On top of that, many commercial popcorn products are loaded with artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives, which can cause inflammatory responses in people sensitive to chemical additives. Some of these additives are even considered neurotoxic, posing additional risks to your nervous system and immune balance. If you've noticed an increase in joint discomfort after snacking on microwave popcorn, your body could be reacting to these hidden irritants. A further concern is the chemical lining inside microwave popcorn bags, which often contains PFOA, perfluorooctanoic acid. This compound has been linked to chronic inflammation and may disrupt immune function over time, potentially intensifying arthritis symptoms. Some brands also include artificial butter flavors and high sodium levels, which can lead to fluid retention and place extra stress on already painful joints. All of this combined can create the perfect storm for worsening inflammation. Fortunately, you don't have to give up popcorn entirely. A much safer and healthier choice is to pop your own corn at home using natural kernels, a small amount of coconut oil or olive oil, and spices like turmeric, oregano, or garlic powder, which offer natural anti-inflammatory effects. Homemade popcorn is not only delicious, but also free of industrial chemicals and harmful fats. If you're looking to support joint health, consider swapping microwave popcorn with snacks rich in anti-inflammatory nutrients, like almonds, walnuts, or pumpkin seeds. These are high in healthy fats that nourish your joints and help reduce inflammation. For people managing arthritis, avoiding ultra-processed snacks is essential. Microwave popcorn is a great example of a product that seems innocent, but can actually fuel chronic inflammation through multiple harmful ingredients. Reducing your exposure to chemical additives, trans fats, and artificial compounds can make a big difference in how your joints feel day to day. Many arthritis sufferers report noticeable improvements in pain and mobility after removing microwave popcorn and similar products from their diets. Don't underestimate how much your food choices influence inflammation levels. A few simple changes, like switching out processed snacks, can lead to real, lasting relief. Number 2, sodas and industrialized juices. Soft drinks and packaged juices are some of the worst beverages for people living with arthritis. They're packed with added sugars, chemical additives, and artificial sweeteners that fuel inflammation throughout the body. Consuming high levels of sugar causes the body to release inflammatory cytokines, which directly worsen joint swelling and discomfort. Many of these drinks also contain high fructose corn syrup, a sweetener that puts stress on the liver, limiting its ability to filter out inflammatory waste. The more often you drink these products, the more stress you put on your joints. One overlooked ingredient in sodas is phosphoric acid, which is known to interfere with the body's ability to absorb calcium and magnesium, two minerals that are essential for bone strength and joint support. Without proper absorption, bones can weaken and cartilage becomes more prone to damage and inflammation. Also, the caffeine in many sodas can lead to dehydration, reducing the natural cushioning between joints and increasing friction. Choosing to eliminate these beverages is a smart step toward improving mobility and managing arthritis symptoms. As for industrial juices, they're not a better option. These so-called healthy drinks are often loaded with refined sugar, preservatives, and artificial dyes, which also spark inflammatory responses. While they might appear nutritious, most have very little fiber and a high glycemic index, meaning they cause blood sugar spikes that trigger inflammation. For individuals with arthritis, this can lead to frequent pain flare-ups and increased joint stiffness. If you enjoy fruit drinks, the best solution is to make fresh juice at home using whole fruits, with no added sugar. Even better, try eating the whole fruit itself, which offers fiber to stabilize blood sugar and reduce inflammation. You can also switch to anti-inflammatory herbal teas, such as ginger tea or turmeric tea, which can ease joint pain and promote flexibility. Making small changes in what you drink can greatly improve your daily quality of life. Getting rid of sodas and artificial juices from your diet often leads to quick results: less joint pain, reduced swelling, and improved energy. For those looking to ease arthritis symptoms, replacing these harmful drinks with natural alternatives is a simple but powerful strategy. Number 1. Potato chips and packaged snacks. Potato chips and packaged snacks are among the worst foods for people dealing with arthritis, as they are loaded with trans fats, sodium, and hydrogenated oils, all of which promote inflammation in the body. During the frying process, these snacks also develop toxic compounds such as acrylamide, which can damage cells and put additional strain on the joints. Regular consumption of these fried foods can lead to greater joint pain, swelling, and stiffness, making it harder to manage everyday activities. Another significant issue is the high salt content, which can dehydrate cartilage, reducing its natural lubrication and causing bones to absorb more shock, which speeds up the wear and tear of joints. Excessive sodium also leads to fluid buildup, which worsens swelling and increases pressure on already inflamed joints. If you find yourself eating potato chips or similar snacks often, you could be unknowingly increasing joint damage. To protect your joints, it's a great idea to swap out these processed snacks for healthier alternatives, such as nuts, seeds, or even homemade baked chips. You could try making sweet potato chips in the oven or choose nutritious snacks like walnuts and almonds, which are rich in anti-inflammatory fats. Cutting back on fried and ultra-processed foods can lead to noticeable improvements, reducing pain and enhancing joint mobility. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on how to improve your health and well-being. See you in the next video.